This was our first day in Southeast Florida, and all we had planned was to do a lot of beach hopping. We were on a mission to find the best beaches near Fort Lauderdale and Miami. Did we find them? Here's our experience at the best beaches in southern Florida. Now we're going to Haulover Beach. And the parking lot is for like the day. They kind of like hotels, they all have balconies. Oh, look at the pink one, I love it. I mean, these are hotels and we're getting closer to the beach, so that's probably why there's so many. Palm tree, water, buildings. It's clothing optional, so that'll be interesting. Oh, it's a skate park! Ish. So green. We definitely saw some. 7 dogs, casual. You can smell the salt in the sea. Wow, the sand is pretty white. We didn't swim a lot because there were a lot of plants in the water, and we were just gonna wait till we found a beach that didn't have these plants. So we spent a lot of time on the sand. Hi, more dogs. There was a dog that was white and it camouflaged with the sand. Come explore these rocks with us. Oh, there's someone sunbathing. There's some hotels. So here's the water from the rocks on the other side of the rocks. It's so pretty. We're just like trying to climb around it. Not sure where we'll go, but I'm not gonna film because that seems dangerous. According to some ranking, Haulover is one of the best nude beaches in America. So it could be interesting to go with your friends, lovers, whoever. But thankfully no one was naked when I went with my family. Oh, so cute. She found an increasing size of each little seashell. Food trucks are at Haulover Beach on Tuesday night, but we weren't gonna wait that long for lunch. We also didn't really want to go back to this beach, and we wanted to keep going south to explore the other best beaches. The houses are really colorful. Okay, it would turn white when I say they're colorful, but look. Like seafood soup that I eat at home. We're just eating some Chinese food at Beijing Cafe. The next beach we went to was by Beijing Cafe, where we ate because we just had parking to use up. Beach we're trying out has a picnic area. Look how clear that sky is. No clouds. Some volleyball courts. But we don't have a volleyball. They look like they have tournaments here. Like the last song.
Down here's so much better.
So we think this sand is finer. There's like way more stuff in the water. This is so cute. The hotels. We're gonna try our hand on getting one of those seats. At least in Miami, not sure about Fort Lauderdale yet, but so far we had to pay for like a lot, like parking, these umbrellas, big rock in the sand. This might be North Beach. Currently don't recommend, but the Art Deco or like the lifeguard stands are really cute. Thanks. We bought these towels at the souvenir shop, and souvenir shops are always funny. They always have interesting things. We didn't spend that much time in the water at this beach either because when we went in late May, there was a lot of washed up algae, seaweed, plants, whatever it was. It was some sort of water plant, and it was just all aligned on the shore, just like Haulover.
Miami Beach Boardwalk arrived.
We are trying out another beach. We're currently at Miami Beach Boardwalk, so we'll see how that is. And then you said it was Central Beach, Shelby? We'll see. It's between like 21st and 45th, which is a good beach according to this blog post that I got all my best beaches at. So hopefully it lives up to its expectations. There are way more umbrellas. So I read my Google Doc that has information about this beach, and it's not supposed to have large crowds, so that'll be kind of cool to be relaxing. But we kind of like meeting people and playing volleyball with them if they have volleyball. There's still like a heap to go over to see how the water is. We laid at this beach for a long time to use up the hour we paid for parking, and the water was not clear. So we just laid, rested, tanned, kind of, but not really because we had the wrong sunscreen. The Art Deco Welcome Center. That's where you can start your Art Deco tour. We're currently in South Beach, Miami. It's the most popular beach in the area, and there are a lot of people out. A lot of people. But South Beach was like the most popular place and the most famous And it was honest. The beach part itself was honestly disappointing. We didn't stay around because we didn't feel like there was a point, and the parking was kind of expensive for a beach we didn't want to stay at. Since South Beach is so popular, there's lots of places to club and party, as well as eat and shop, but don't forget that it's going to be expensive. And if you're going with your friends, which is a good place for you to go with your friends, it's also going to have a lot of cost to it. And money is a big strain when you're on trips with your friends. Like this video if you can relate. Okay, we were just at South Beach and we didn't stay long because that beach was covered in more seaweed than all the other beaches. I was reading an article and it said it came from the Gulf of Mexico, past the Keys, and then now it's going towards like Miami. So maybe since Fort Lauderdale is a little more north, the beaches might be better. They said it was due to unusual wind and water patterns. I can't blame it on anything but global warming because that stuff really affects our weather. So when you travel, you can see amazing scenes versus what we've been getting. A tip, if you're beach hopping in Southeast Florida, you don't have to pay for parking at a bad beach. Just go out of the car really quick. Maybe someone can keep driving and then see how the beach is before you pay for parking and then just spend some time there if you're not going to enjoy everything at the beach. So we're going to Bayside Marketplace now, which is in Miami Prosper. And then we'll see you there. We want some like ice cream, gelato, cold dessert. And then my siblings want to shop. So maybe we'll just rest for those who don't want to shop. And then maybe go to the Riverwalk later. See sunset, we'll see. Fort Lauderdale and Miami are not known to have the best beaches in Florida. That's reserved for the west coast of Florida. But thankfully, there's a lot of other things to do in Miami, in the water as well, just not the beaches really, and on land. Those look like women's hips. It's like a landmark, the Cuban flag, because we took in a lot of Cuban refugees. Bayside Marketplace. We visited Bayside Marketplace because it's one of the free places you can go. There's a lot of tours you can purchase here, like the Biscayne Bay and Everglades tour. Okay, we're gonna get ice cream. Going towards the Riverwalk. Dang, that dog was so still for so long. They were like statues, it was weird. We are at the Riverwalk.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that sunset sky. Golden hour while we in the shade. It's cool. Shelly being a teenager, it makes Miami skyline a bunch of hotels. Like this wire wall, but it's art. He said it was for climbing. There's a lot of art. That's cool.
What is that?
Right here, a lot of art. The Metro Mover was there, dang, and we really tried to rent some scooters, but all the ones we got were under maintenance.
Oh, no lift.
Look at the view. The sky is so pretty. Here's my mom admiring these plants again. She always be looking at them plants. She really likes the plants. She's like, oh, they're growing peanuts. Oh, those are mangoes. Oh, coconuts or whatever. Me and Shelly's phones are in sync because they're both dying. I left my charger, or the cord of my charger, in my car because my mom was using it. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. But I can't get any pics on my phone. It's just my phone is really old and Google Maps is really strong. And it's really bad with my phone, so it never acts very well. Like it just froze on my dad. So at least we have other people, but yeah, I need to get a new phone so it's reliable. Yeah, that's just another example of things failing whenever you travel. Ooh, they open by themselves. It's so cool. It may seem nice now, but I have an Airbnb horror story video coming up. And for my first time with my family at an Airbnb, I was definitely hoping for better because we don't usually take vacations. This was so disappointing. But I've used Airbnbs before and I know things aren't perfect, but they should not be at this level. If you're going to stay at an Airbnb for the first time anytime soon, definitely check out that video so you have an idea of what Airbnbs are usually like. Make sure to subscribe so you know when that video is up. We're on a beach close to that hotel where we just snorkeled. Hit the bell so you can learn how to snorkel from our struggles, and we had a lot, even just from being on the boat. As we still have parking spaces, we came back kind of early, and now we're gonna make our little. We went to a beach in Pompano, Florida, which is even more north than Fort Lauderdale, hoping that the coral would be better, but it wasn't. Instead, though, we made a mini reenactment of Lilo and Stitch because of our shirts, and you can see it if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok. You have to make the most of what you have, no matter what the Miami and Fort Lauderdale beach conditions are. I don't think they're always like that, filled with plants. If they are when you're there, then there's plenty of things to do on the sand, in the land, and even the different forms of water. You can see more of the best beaches in Southeast Florida in my linked guide below because we couldn't get to all of them. Some are man-made pools or inlets that could have clear water. Please comment down below any recommendations that could help someone have a better time in the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, especially when trying to find the best beaches in Southeast Florida.